Gorvalgut Ciancorla, and thank you, Minister, for being in the House this evening to, I suppose, speak about the ongoing work that you're doing in your new department. It's critically important for so many young people and those who are engaging in further education across the country. And I'm conscious of the youngest deputy in the House to speak about this issue because I deeply do care about it, and I've worked in this particular area in the past, as you are well aware. One particular issue, Minister, that I raised in the House this week was around our library system in Ireland, and I've been engaging with officials in local government in my own county in Cork and with others as well around proposed library developments in their individual communities, because something Ciancorla has seen much discussion in Dáil Éireann about of recent times is the issues that so many students engaging in higher education and who are studying at home find it incredibly challenging, Minister, to actually get proper broadband connection, which is having a very severe impact on their individual studies. My own constituency office is inundated, and I'm sure the deputies in the House here are going through a similar experience in regards to that. But one very good solution, I think, that is in front of us potentially is for your own department, which is new, and I'm sure you're looking for new ideas and ways that you can improve higher education throughout the country to make sure that there is balance nationally for urban and rural areas, is investing in our library systems alongside our local authorities. And I spoke about the multi-departmental approach that's required for this, because you need funds, you need, I think, the Department of Education and the Department of Higher Education focusing on the importance of doing projects such as what I've outlined to you. And I genuinely do feel for those students who are at home, are struggling to get proper broadband connectivity in order to engage in their studies, that they would have that capacity to go to their local libraries in many areas, which there are many planned developments throughout the country. There are two in my own constituency in Middleton and Youghal, Minister, that are ready to go, but all they need is funding and backup at a government level to support the local authorities. And that would absolutely transform, I think, people's ability to study and learn from home, saving them potentially thousands for those who may be considering studying in cities like here in Dublin or in Cork as well, where accommodation is incredibly expensive. We could potentially save those families the costs and the expense of that as well. And they could put their SUSI money to good use in other ways as well to improve in their studies. So many students from backgrounds that may be in unfortunate financial circumstances find themselves in situations where they have to work so many hours that they could otherwise be dedicating to their studies, Minister. And this is particularly one route that I think we should explore and look into. I really do want to welcome your news about the top-up grant of €250. I know this would come as an enormous benefit to so many students out there who are stuck for money and financial support. And I hope that in the medium-term future, as well as the COVID situation evolves, we might consider measures such as this in next year as well. And I want to welcome your news as well that you're going to be working to improve SUSI. You know I've outlined to you here before in the House, Minister, about my sincere concerns about SUSI and people fulfilling criteria for SUSI, particularly those Irish citizens who moved abroad and have returned home to Ireland. And I've raised individual cases with you before about that particular situation where people were just locked outside of criteria. And it's an incredibly daunting task for them to be going through appeals and trying to obtain funding for their higher education. And potentially that could be the deciding factor about whether or not they're able to pursue studies, which is wrong. We should be able to provide them with the supports that they need. And I know, Minister, you have been working with me on an ongoing basis with that, but perhaps you could put a renewed focus on that in the next number of months. I wish you well, and I want to thank you so far for all the work that you're doing. Gormalgat.